Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's movie review here, and today I want to review for you the classic Christmas specials collection on 4K. This one was sent to me for review by Universal Pictures. If you do get a chance to check this one out, love your thoughts down in the comment section below. I would especially love to hear what you think of these three movies on 4K. Now, this does include the ultimate classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and Frosty the Snowman in both 4K and Blu-ray formats. So you can kind of compare the picture quality if you're really interested in checking that out. Now, first of all, I'm going to talk about my thoughts on the quality, and then I will have the reviews, and I'm just going to put up a review I did previously of these three movies. So first up, I do not have any way to do a side-by-side comparison of these, so I just kind of try to do my best to watch a little bit of each one and look at the quality differences and see if there is a measurable difference. So first up, Rudolph. I watched the 4K and I thought it looked great. Like, it had this really great, clear picture. And in my mind, I was like, oh, this is so much better than the Blu-ray. This thing looks amazing. So much detail in the picture. And yeah, of course, I mean, for the time period that this movie was made, such detail in the picture. The color, pretty good. I thought it looked really great. And I threw in the Blu-ray and I was like, they both look great. Both really great picture quality with great detail and decent color. I don't think the color is amazing in either one, but I feel like it looks great. And I'm hard-pressed to see a difference switching back and forth between them, difference in the quality. I checked the Blu-ray.com review and they insisted that there was much more detail in the 4K, but I'm just saying, to me, I thought they both looked great. I didn't really necessarily see a huge benefit to the 4K. Now, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Put the Blu-ray in first to check that out. Looked good. Looked great, actually. I didn't remember it looking so good. Put in the 4K. The 4K is darker than the Blu-ray. I'm fairly positive of that one. But I feel like also because they are darker scenes, it's more accurate. I feel like the Blu-ray is maybe a little too bright in some of the scenes. But they both have a great clear picture with great detail. Other than the brightness, I didn't see a huge difference in the picture quality. Now, last up, Frosty the Snowman. Now, Frosty the Snowman is a cartoon animation, while the other two are stop motion animation. So Frosty is a much different look. I watched the 4K. I was not impressed with the picture quality. It wasn't a super clear picture. The colors were all right, but not great. Put in the Blu-ray, I could not see a difference at all. They seemed almost identical to me. Again, I checked the Blu-ray.com review and they said kind of the same. They seemed to like the 4K a little bit better, but they said that the movie wasn't really great for the 4K format. So overall, guys, I think if you're looking for the best way to watch these ones, and it's super important to you to have the best picture quality available, the 4Ks, for the most part, do look slightly better, but I think the picture qualities are so close, you're going to have a tough time really telling a difference. So I will post my reviews of these movies right now as well. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I feel like probably the most popular, well-known movie of the collection here. And probably the best looking as far as being cleaned up and clear and bright and visually the best looking one on Blu-ray. A little bit of it's not perfect looking, but it does look pretty darn good. And this is the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and how he's born and he has the red nose and nobody accepts him, and he decides to leave the North Pole, and he ends up meeting with some other misfit toys and the elf who wants to be a dentist. And they kind of go on this journey together and find the misfit toys. And then Santa Claus ends up needing Rudolph. And the movie kind of, while telling the story of Rudolph and the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, it also is a good story about being different and acceptance. And, just because you're different, it's not a bad thing. And that you have things to offer just because something is different, you know, doesn't make you bad or a bad person or irrelevant or whatever. And so it is a good story, you know, just to share. Either way, I really enjoy the movie. I give it 3.5 out of 5. Next up is Frosty the Snowman. I was familiar with that one, but honestly, I can't remember the last time I saw it. And that's, again, the story. Now, are these movies based on the songs? Or the songs are based on the story, and the movie's based on the story? I don't know. But Frosty the Snowman, the kids build the snowman, and the hat goes on him, and he comes to life. And the man wants his hat back, and they have to try to get Frosty to the North Pole so he doesn't melt. Now, it's an okay movie. I definitely enjoyed it. Not quite as good looking as Rudolph, but still pretty good looking. Again, a fun movie. It has the song and everything. I give that one a 3 out of 5. You know, it doesn't have as good of a kind of a lesson to it, and I don't feel like the characters are as fun or as enjoyable. But still, quality movie. Then we get to Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I was not familiar with this one at all. Again, another stop animation movie about this young boy who is found by the Clauses, and it's basically trying to give the story of Santa's origins and many of the kind of traditions, stockings, Santa Claus going down the chimney, all these kind of explanations for why this is, which is kind of cool. I never heard a lot of this stuff, so it's definitely cool to watch that. The movie doesn't look as good as the other two. Not bad, but it definitely had a little bit lower quality to it. The story in some parts gets a little odd, and yeah, it's a little odd in some parts, but still decent movie. You know, definitely interesting just to get this kind of backstory for Santa Claus and the traditions and whatnot. But Santa Claus is like a young man, and so it does come off kind of weird in some parts. But I give that one a 2.5 out of 5. You know, I liked it. I didn't love it. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you haven't already, subscribed for more videos. Check the chest videos, and I'll see you guys next time.
Okay, the video is done. Choose another video. Still here? Subscribe, and visit my social media links.